You're listening to the See the Unseen podcast, where our number one focus is creating a little visibility for people who deserve a whole lot of spotlight. I'm your host, Melissa Georgioff, and I'm here to share some amazing stories that can transform and inspire lives. So get ready to take those blinders off and see the unseen.
And welcome to the podcast. I'm here tonight with my favorite Italians. I'm here with Romas Pizza. So if you're from Bethalto, Illinois, you know that tonight there is no pizza in town. So they are closed every Monday. And instead of making pizzas, they're here with me tonight. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so go ahead and introduce yourself. We'll start over here with Tony.
Tony Pizzo.
I'm Angelo Pizzo.
And I'm Julian Pizzo.
All right. And there are just a few of the Pizzos because you guys have a lot of family members that aren't here. Who's not here?
There's Frank.
Yeah, and Frank, I don't know if I forgive Frank right now because I have begged him to come and he just didn't want to be on the mic. Yeah, he really worked himself out of this podcast.
Frank.
What happened, man?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Oh, no.
So, okay, who else isn't here?
My cousin Angelo, Mima, and Rosa, and Vinny, as well as my sister, Lexia.
Okay. And there's two Angelos.
Correct.
So, okay, so Frank's has an Angelo too?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay, why did you guys name your kids the same name?
It was easy. No. Because it was after my dad.
Okay.
Named him after.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. See, I thought I was supposed to have this, I thought about putting the easel up so we could have an org chart to show grandma and grandpa and then, Frank, Tony,
Like
and
a
then
family tree.
who belongs to who.
Right.
Because when I go in to eat pizza or go in there, I'm thinking there's so many of you guys and I don't know who belongs to who.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys both belong. This is your dad,
Yeah,
Tony.
that's our
my
dad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This guy.
Hi, Dad.
That guy.
Okay.
Papa.
Really?
Is that what do you call him in Italian? Is it Papa?
Just Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It works.
The thing is,
Well-
when you're at Walmart and you're trying to get his attention, you can't say dad, right?
Right.
You gotta be like, Papa. And
Papa.
Over
here, Papa.
if you say dad, everyone's gonna look at you like, what? I'm not your son.
That's true.
Which dad?
But
Yeah.
nobody, and definitely in whatever Walmart, nobody is
No.
looking, back if they say
And
Papa.
It's so funny too because they look at you like, what are you saying? Is that English? You call him
You're like-
bro? What do you call him?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a lot of questions for you guys tonight, and we've got some pictures too. And so remind me if I don't throw up the pictures because I want to go down memory lane too.
Okay.
But I want to hear what intrigues me the most. First of all, you guys are the best pizza in the entire country,
I appreciate
in
it.
the entire world. Okay,
Thank you.
let's just go there. And we're going to talk about the competition later, a little bit. I'm going to ask you some good questions, but I can remember eating pizza since I was a young girl. My dad would go get me a Roma's Pizza, and and I would have to beg him. That was a special treat. Now it's like a once, twice a week thing probably for us. And because of you guys being off on Monday, I had to cook tonight.
Oh.
So, I mean, yeah. What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? You guys need to think about being open on Mondays.
Well, we do have frozen pizzas.
We do the half.
Oh,
We
really?
do have
half bakes and frozens.
Oh, I think I have heard of half baked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they get half bakes and they'll bring it to to their parents' house or their events or whatever.
That's a good idea.
And we do that especially for the holidays.
They
New
will.
Year's.
Yeah.
You want some
Okay.
pizza? We're closed.
They'll cook it later on that night or in the next couple days. People love just to get pizza ahead of time and
Really?
put it in their fridge and just know that they can be able to cook it in the next 24 hours or so.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell your pizzas at Schnucks?
No.
No.
Do you think you should?
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you guys talk to them up there?
We it's
First we got to start.
yeah.
You got to start.
There's a process.
Yeah, there's a whole
Oh.
process with like the state and everything.
Oh, you got to get the state of
Yeah.
Illinois involved.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, then just forget it. Like that's a
Well,
pain,
I
probably.
mean,
It's
Well,
not that
I'm
bad.
kidding.
Yeah, we'll figure something
I'm
out.
just kind of, the state of Illinois. They make everything complicated, right?
You're right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about how it all started. Okay, because like let's go back to like grandma and grandpa, and that's your great grandma and grandpa.
No, it's
Right.
my grandma.
Or it's your grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's start from the very beginning. Like how they were from where in Italy?
Sicily.
Sicily. Okay.
We came from Sicily.
Okay.
They wanted the land of opportunity. My mom was a go-getter, and she wanted to do this real bad. So my dad did it. And we came to Bethalto, and we like it. I like Bethalto.
I love Bethalto.
Everybody's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really proud of being from Bethalto.
So are we.
Yeah.
So you guys come all the way. Like, how do you even find Bethalto, Illinois on the map? Like, you're in Italy, and you think, let's move to Bethalto, Illinois.
No, it wasn't like that. We had relatives,
Okay.
uncles, like Leo's Pizza in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And there was another uncle in Beardstown. So we had uncles already had pizzerias. Okay. And they said, it's nice and it's good. And then you have pretty good business. So my parents wanted to come and try it. So once we got here and my dad worked it a little bit, my mom at Benny's Pizza in Beardstown, they decided that they were going to try to open up the pizzeria. So
Okay.
They called an operator and asked an operator if she knew about a little town that had potential growing with a bunch of little towns around it. And that operator was from Bethalto. And she's like, you ought to try Bethalto. And so we did. And here we are.
Yeah, because back then all they had was what, G140s back then?
Right.
Like they didn't have anything else.
Mhm.
It was a little town.
No, they had Dairy Palace.
Oh, yeah. I remember the Dairy Palace. They had the best milkshakes.
And then there was KFC.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No Pizza Hut then?
Mm-mm. No,
Just a certain selection of
Yeah.
like places.
Okay.
there really was nothing else.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And when I was in high school, I remember everyone went up to Roma's, at the old place.
Mhm.
So that's where Angelo's living now,
Yeah,
right? At the
yeah.
top of the old place. Yeah. And I remember your grandma and your grandpa. I remember meeting them, and they were very kind people. They were great people, and they were really hard workers.
Oh, very hard.
So tell me about they start this business up. And it was your mother that really just had this vision of like, let's try it. Did they have their own recipe, or did they use Benny's? Or
They all had the same recipe, so they just tweaked it.
okay.
That's what mom did on that. And I don't know.
How did she tweak it over time? Like, how did you get feedback from your customers and think,
She tasted, and she's seen it, and she was like, it's not up to her par. So she just kept on tweaking it until she liked it.
Constructed her own version of what she wanted, but to be good for the others, as well.
Right.
She was definitely the cook in the family, just because she was the only, female in the family besides her mom. Like there was like seven boys.
oh my goodness.
So she was the one
Yeah.
that cooked and cleaned. This is back in This is back in the day. And then when they came here, she grabbed what they offered him, my grandma, and
Mhm.
like, try this out. And so she would try it out and taste it, and do some little stuff here and here, and
like a pinch of this, pinch of that.
Yeah.
She
Just-
made it better, I guess.
Right.
For her.
Right. My grandma used to do that too. Like, here, a handful of
tweak it a
this or a pinch of that. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I need measurements.
Right. No,
Pinch
not
of
for her.
salt,
She
pinch
just,
of pepper.
she just
Yeah.
did everything by hand.
Yeah.
This is all right here.
All by the look of the eye.
Yeah.
That's all she's done it all.
She never wrote
Really?
anything
She never.
down.
No.
Okay.
And that's how she taught us. We anymore, like, we just grab stuff and we just make the dough. We make the sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
I can really tell when you're making the pizza versus when the other Angelo's making it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I am picky about my pizza because I come in. So Frank ruined me because he told me, about the don't move it, don't burn it.
Mhm.
Okay. And used to, I'll come in there. Hey, I want a large pepperoni, extra cheese, extra sauce. Don't move it, don't burn it.
Mhm.
And they're like, what's the don't move it, don't burn it for a while. But like, I think I got people more used to saying don't move it, don't
Mhm.
burn it maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, I'm picky about my pizzas. And Angelo, the other Angelo, literally makes the best pizza though. I mean, I feel like it's perfect every
Yeah.
time I come in. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been doing it for so long that it's just like second nature. So I think in a way, it's like we all make different pizzas, but it's the same. You know, we all have our different ways of doing it. And you can really tell when you're especially making your own pizza for yourself. You're like, man, I need to do this. I'm going to try this. And you kind of just improvise yourself and try to make these different pizzas and spark up a new idea, you know? And I feel like we done that with like just little things, like just putting a little oregano on top of the pizza and on top of the cheese. It makes a world of difference, you know, and just like little stuff like that. So we always try to do little things here and try to make our product just 10 times better if we can.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that because for me, I don't know why anyone would ever make their own pizza and not just eat Roma's Pizza. Like that's just craziness. Okay. But, and you know, the other thing is it's funny because, you know, I worked in St. Louis for years, 30 some years. And I think you guys won, first of all, an award for best pizza in St. Louis one year. And you're not even in St. Louis, Missouri. I mean, you're in Illinois, which is funny, but I like would bring, you know, people over here, like, you got to have this pizza. It's the best. And everybody does think it's like awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we had to work hard for it.
Yeah, let's talk about that because how was your mom and dad, you know, growing up in the business? How were they to work for?
Strict. Mom and dad was real strict. Okay, you had to work every day. Didn't matter if you had homework or whatever was going on in your life. And on the weekends, you're not going to go nowhere. Okay?
Really? You didn't go to football games
Nope.
or?
Nope, we had to work.
Really?
So going to school was our little vacation.
Wow.
Because we got out of there.
You know, I think Frank told me a little bit about that. He said, well, I was kind of like Tony's dad. He's like, I raised Tony. I think he told me that.
Pretty
He was
much.
like, he goes, because your dad, he was always working. Your dad was always working.
Right.
And then he said that he took care of you a lot.
He was a father figure. Because if we wanted to date or do anything like that, we always talked to Frank. Couldn't go to
Really?
dad and mom. They didn't want us to date.
Why not?
They just didn't want that.
They wanted you to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so did you get to take time off? There was no PTO in the Roma's business, huh?
No, if you can skip school if you was that sick, but dad would come up and check on you. And if he thinks you can work, later on, you're going to come down and work. That's just that.
So I guess to say you guys have a good work ethic would be an understatement, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you guys have a tough time taking time off or relaxing? Just the way you were grown, you grew up in the business? Maybe more so for you, Tony.
Yeah. Look, if you walk in, you just want to do something because you're so used to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it's not bad not going up there no more. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
But
You like to now you put your kids to work.
yeah,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
their time.
Right.
But I don't mind going up there and doing the work. I enjoy it. And if you're home more than a couple of days, you wish you was back at work anyway. So
What do you love? You must love it.
which part?
Work.
Yes.
And being because all your kids are there. I would want to have a pizza place if all my kids were there and do something fun.
Well, you get to see everybody and you get to talk and joke around and
Right.
work and see people, my
Yeah.
customers.
Right.
I've been doing it for so long. I like seeing them. I like looking at them and talking to them and hanging out with them and whatever.
Yeah. It's a community and
Mhm.
it's your friends and your.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to wait till like the holidays to talk to your cousins. You can just talk to them every day, And that's the thing. It's like we're there every day and we see each other. So it's like you're working with not only just your family, but your best friends too. So
Mhm.
that's how I look at it. We're all in the same, mindset,
Right.
and we make the best out of everything,
And on the holidays, we all hang out together too.
At Romas.
You
Yeah.
go to Rose.
Yeah. We have
You
holidays
really
up there.
do.
Yeah.
You go
there's-
up to Roma's for the holiday.
If
For Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Thanks.
one of those
they
two
got
is
the
going to happen.
dishwashers there, they got the oven, why not?
We
That's
set up
true.
the
It's
tables,
convenient.
TV.
Right.
Set up the tables and all
So
that.
are you having Thanksgiving up at Roma's? Like, are you eating turkey or are you eating pizza?
Really? We're going to have turkey.
You're going to have turkey
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
pizza on the side
Sure.
as an appetizer?
We're probably gonna have pasta before we have pizza.
Yeah.
We're pasta fanatics.
Are you?
Yeah.
We love our pasta.
We love pasta.
You know what? I did I did ask Andy to like come up with a joke of a couple Italian jokes, and it was, what do Italians think of ghost? And I thought this was pretty good because it is Halloween tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What do Italians think of ghost?
I don't know.
We ain't Alfredo of no ghost. That's so bad.
That's so cheesy.
Anyway, I had to spice things up here.
Break down.
So you guys have holidays and you go up there. Do you get sick of pizza?
No.
Never?
No.
We still have it, at least I have it, 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
I tend to have it about at least once a week, but I eat pasta almost
That
every
boy
other
can
day.
eat-
Yeah, every day, tortellini
Yeah.
Alfredo.
Yeah, he can eat a bag. of
Tortellini
tortellini.
Alfredo, it's like the key to my heart on that. I mean,
Really?
it's good. Yeah, I love it.
Now, do you guys make your own pasta too? Like
Yeah.
the noodles and stuff?
No,
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, at Roma's, no.
No.
Okay.
no, but he does eat a lot of tortellini.
It's in your blood. It's
Yeah.
sauce, red sauce is in your blood.
It's more of Alfredo.
Don't they say that most Italians are talk with their hands all the time? You guys can't, put your hands behind your back.
No, it's always like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I can say that because I was, the kid's dad was Italian.
Mhm.
His whole family was Italian, and the women always were like talking and using their hands and stuff. So they were loud,
Yeah.
always loud.
Our whole family.
Very loud.
But I always loved the music. Like they always played good, Italian music. Do you guys play I don't know. She would always play this song. Maybe it was like Mamma Mia, something. Not Mamma Mia. It was some, I don't know.
No.
No, you guys don't sing.
No, it's
No.
mostly just talking and cooking and
Socializing and
Yeah.
playing cards.
and playing cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drinking a lot of wine.
Really? Oh, what kind of wine do you guys drink?
Red.
Red. It's gotta be red.
Pinot.
Yeah, Pinot
Dry.
Noir.
Yeah.
Pinot Noir.
I've got some good Pinot Noir
Mhm.
from Oregon. Yeah, we can
Yes.
crank it out. I should have opened it. You guys could have had a glass of wine while we had the
Well,
podcast.
that'd been lovely.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why I
Get
didn't
the lights
think.
a little bit.
I did ask you if you guys wanted something to drink, but
No
we
water.
stuck with water. Yeah.
have some cheese with it.
Yeah. Right. Well, we'll have some wine after this.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So growing up in the business, it was tough, right?
Real
It was,
tough.
and both of your parents were pretty tough on you.
Mhm.
Cook, clean, can't go anywhere.
Yeah, we had the chores at nighttime. Well, after we closed, we had I had to sweep. Frank had to clean the ovens, and Sam had the prep table, clean the prep table, and my sister would also help me sweep. So we all had stuff that we had to do every night.
Every single night. Were
But
you
we all-
stressed? Or did
No,
you look at it like you enjoyed it?
You just got used to it. It was because you had your brothers and sister there, so it was okay.
It was a way of life. It was
Yeah.
just a part of life.
But the days just last forever because we was open till midnight on weekdays, and then
Oh my gosh.
and then on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturdays, we was open till 1 o'clock in the morning.
And see,
That is
I remember that.
crazy.
I remember being
Yeah.
like a kid and watching them close up and everything, and I was just like a little kid, just drawing pictures and just kind of waiting on them, and it'd be 1 o'clock on a Saturday night, and you're just like, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired.
So you were up at the business too.
Yeah, but I wasn't working at that time. I
Yeah.
was kind of just there, just to get out of the house and just see my grandma and grandpa. Because, like I said, Roma's was not just a pizza place; it was just where we see each other, the whole
Right.
family. So, yeah,
But growing up in that pizzeria, whenever you're going to bed because you have school the next day and they're still open down there, we had a jukebox, so you get to listen to music while you're sitting there laying in bed trying to sleep, and you got music playing underneath you.
Because you guys were at the top. You were at top of Roma's, and then now you've grown quite a bit. But so yeah, it was just always going.
Yeah.
Why did they stay open so late?
That's all my parents knew was just Romas being there every day. We only closed, I think it was like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Other than that,
Okay.
we was open every day.
Hmm.
Didn't matter. So
you don't make money sitting on the couch, So it's one of those things that they were just like hardcore into it.
We're gonna quote that, Angelo. You don't make money sitting on the couch. That's some good advice. That's for sure.
Right.
So true.
But yeah, my grandma was, I feel like she was just hardcore.
Yeah.
she
Even-
was.
Even
And
like-
maybe because they didn't come from money, right? And so they were really they worked for everything they got.
Yeah, my mom didn't have nothing.
Right. And so this was like security for them and and then also just bringing the family together too.
My mom knew how to work. She knew how to make $1. She was persistent, and she's always been that way. So coming to the United States for her was something really good. She liked that.
Mhm.
She had freedom, it felt like. Over there was other stuff that she didn't care for. Some people that were still around and she didn't care for. So coming here, she had all of us kids and she was happy. Once she got here, she was real happy.
Yeah, she was a good woman. And she passed away. When was that? It was a few years back, right?
It was about 5 years ago.
Yeah. And then your dad, he passed away it was before her.
Yeah, he passed in 2004, just before we moved into that.
To the new place.
Right.
Okay. And then she saw the new place.
Yeah.
And I've got a picture of her. Let me pull that up here too. And it was with the girls in their homecoming dresses. So who is that on the left?
On the left is Rosa.
Rosa
and then Mima.
And Mima.
Yeah.
Okay. And there they are with your grandma. And she was at the new place.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great. So I've got a few pictures here that you guys sent in. What's this one? Who's sitting on this car?
That's my dad.
That's your dad. That's Tony. Tony, you're sitting on a red car in front of the Romas Pizza sign as a child.
Yeah, I think it's my uncle's car.
Okay. And then here is Frank.
Right.
Right. He's tossing pizzas up in the air and okay, and it's a really old looking refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
I think he said the year was 1977 in that photo.
Okay.
So he was like a young teen.
Yeah, I was 7 years old then. Really dating myself here. Okay, who are these guys? There's 3 of you here.
So in the middle is my dad, and then on the left side would be my Uncle Sam, and then on the right side is Frank.
That's Frank with the mustache?
With the mustache.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
The 70s, man.
That's awesome.
Rare image.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's a picture of a bunch of people. These are all the kids, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is all you guys. This is probably Thanksgiving dinner, probably for you guys.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, that's Christmas.
Okay.
That's my Aunt Kathy's kids, as well as Mima, Rosa, and I is in there too. We're all in there, eating pasta.
Yeah.
That's the
Shocker.
thing. Yeah.
Eating pasta.
That's the thing. It's like what people always think, like, oh, you guys eat a lot of pizza. It's like, no, it's just mostly just pasta, some wine, some bread, some salami.
Have you had your cholesterol checked?
No.
Okay, that's good. Just don't do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. I'm too scared.
Throw in a nice Coca-Cola with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Pepsi on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another picture. These are just all of you guys hanging out?
Yeah, I'm like right there. In the
That's
middle.
you?
Yeah, that's me.
Aw, so cute.
I think I was like 6 years old in that picture.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to come up there after football games at the old place all the time. Those were good memories. Of course, I probably was crying about some boy, that didn't like me or something back then too.
And the school dance.
Yeah, school dances. That's right. They even in homecoming dresses, the big homecoming dresses, they would come up to Romas.
Oh yeah, and they still do.
They still we still get that prom,
Really?
homecoming. Yeah, we'll have people coming in, and we'll know for a fact that that's from where they're coming from. Is those dances?
Yeah.
Roxana, Alton, like all.
Really?
Yeah.
They
all around the area.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's move on here. Let's talk about things that make you guys unique.
Oh.
Okay, here's what I think. First of all, how many pizzas do you guys think you make every year? Do you have any idea?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
What's a lot?
We don't know. We don't count them.
Do you think you've made millions of pizzas in your time?
I don't know. It's a lot of.
Do you count customers?
No.
No.
We
You just count revenue, count money. Okay. I mean, that's a good answer.
We're so old school. We still write everything down with a pen and paper.
What?
The
Yeah,
orders.
we don't have a computer Like I look at like McDonald's and they have the computer. And
Yeah.
I'm over here with a pen and pencil and licking in, making sure I get everything right.
Get out.
And then
Yep.
and then having someone read the handwriting without messing it up. And that's the thing is like what we're dealing with. It's just having someone write with good handwriting that's big or small. So when
Yeah.
you say like how many pizzas you make, we don't know because everyone's fonts are a little different. So that's another thing.
The sizing
You
on the
guys are
font.
keeping it old school.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
old school
Because why? Why not go to computers?
because we don't fix anything that's not broken. We're pretty much good with it, and
I like
everyone's on the
that.
same page. And to be completely honest with you, there's a lot more pizzas than there are employees wise. I mean, heck,
It's
it's all
It's
of
just
us.
easier for us.
Yeah.
it really is, and we're used to it.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
used to everything like that. So
It's been better for us on that part than by trying to fix it.
So,
It's
like-
helped us out.
But what if let's see. I don't know. What if you lose all these papers? Where all the papers go? Do you scan them?
No,
No,
You don't need them when you do your taxes?
we got everything already done.
yeah,
Really?
it's already set up.
we already figured everything out. We just make the pizzas. That's
Yeah.
all we do.
You guys just like keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
You got Frank in the back, just kind of just telling all this stuff. So
Now, that's just writing the pizzas.
yeah.
No,
We do
Frank's
got
literally
fashion.
just like, like I don't need computers. I don't need any of this stuff.
Honestly, anymore, like since my grandma passed away, he's the one that's in charge of like the sauce, the dough, and everything. So he's like, it's funny because like at first, with my grandma passing away, you're just like, who's gonna do this? Who's gonna
Right.
do it? And my uncle Frank just stepped up to the plate. So we all kind of just did, as a whole family.
Yeah.
He took charge of that. We did everything else. So, we just work as a team,
Helping
That's-
each other out
yeah.
and working together. Just
Yeah.
always.
That's great.
That's all we try to do.
Just like to go back to answer your question, do we have enough free time? Well, we do because we all work together. Hey, man, can you cover my shift? I'm going to be doing this. Yeah. And we just go back and forth. So there's so many of us that we can work together, and you're still going to get the same product because there's always going to be a piece of there.
Right.
That's the thing. That's the best part too.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. When you work together as a team, and it helps you, become successful, and you guys know how to, so much about each other, and
For sure.
And that,
Just
that
jump in.
creates trustworthy. That creates
Right.
a bond, a heavy bond that no one can ever take away. We're just-
Creating good relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Do y'all have the secret recipe? Everybody has the secret recipe.
Everybody knows it.
Everybody.
Everyone knows it. And do you guys have like this pact that like no one shares the secret recipe with any outsider, or?
It should be that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really talk about it.
Okay. I don't know, like if one of, the Pizzos gets married, and do you like say, okay, you guys can have the recipe, I'll tell you,
Mm.
or like, no, it's like, it stays in the family.
It stays just with all the people.
Yeah,
the family.
Okay.
I mean,
Do they have to sign anything that they won't? It's just a trust thing.
I think
It's a
just it's just trust.
Okay.
But like I said, we don't really like the recipe. We don't really like write anything down. We just do it.
Right.
So it's
It's
like,
just up in here.
It's just memory.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
all by memory.
yeah.
The other thing you guys don't have, like you're talking about, you don't have computers, you don't have an answering machine either, or an answering service. So when people call, it just, if it's busy,
Mhm.
you just got to keep going,
Yep.
keep ringing. And I think everybody in Bethalto, I would hope, knows the phone number by heart, because I do, 618-377-5800.
Yeah.
You just go boom, boom down the line, and you just keep calling if it's busy, and then eventually you'll get through. And what I always thought was fun is that when I was young, and I think you guys still do this, it's like if you call and let's say you guys are making 100 pizzas, you're just so busy or whatever,
Mhm.
no matter what, I think Tony would be like, okay, I'll say I'll take 3 large pepperoni, 2 large sausage, and some pasta and all this stuff, and it'll be about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
There's
Yeah.
been times where it's like it's gotten overwhelming, but most likely it's gonna be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
It's gotten up to 45 minutes.
It has.
Right, but even if it's 45 minutes, you guys are gonna like be about 20 minutes.
yeah, we just know how to work it. For
Right.
sure.
Well, okay, so why closed on Mondays now? Now you were closed on Mondays back a long time ago, or no? Just okay. So when you guys all took over, you're like, this is ridiculous. We need at least one day off.
I think we started that in 93, 94. We started having one day off. And that's after Frank and I got married.
Okay. And then the women came in and said, enough.
No,
Take it.
we just wanted a day off.
Right. Well, it's reasonable,
One day.
One day.
One day off.
Yeah.
And then you guys only stay open till what time? What are your hours?
On weekdays,
Yeah,
we open
weekdays.
at 11 and close at 9
Right.
on weekdays.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, we open at 11 and close at midnight. I mean,
At 10.
10.
At 10. Okay. Gotcha.
Sundays 11 to 9. Fridays and Saturdays are 11 and 10.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you've never delivered. So that was back in the day. It was like, why don't they just deliver? But then you kind of, like, to your point, don't break it. Don't fix what's not broken.
Right.
So, you guys just didn't deliver, and you still don't. But you now have, like, Uber will come bring you a Romas Pizza now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Uber Eats, Grubhub.
Uber Eats and Grubhub.
Yeah.
Just those two.
Okay. And then you can also drive around, pick up your pizza, which is new.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That came out in like COVID.
Right.
So that
So
was
what
the thing.
happened?
Well, we couldn't have anyone inside the building, so we had to kind of improvise, and we had our back area. We weren't using it, so we just opened it up, and it worked. And the thing is, like, after COVID, people loved it. Here we go again. We're not going to change it. It works for us, and I feel like it was convenient.
There's a lot of convenience for that because we created something that people love. It's about conveniency, and like not only that, it's helping our clients out. Especially for like the ones that are older or maybe that have like an issue with like if they have like a handicap, and they can just sit in the car and we'll bring it out to them, and it's became successful. People love it. They want to keep it. They want us to keep it, and we have, and people just really like it, and they just know that it doesn't cause any hassle. It's all just casual and smooth.
But you can also bring your kid with you, your dog.
Right.
Some people, that's another thing. People don't want to get out of the car.
Right.
Especially if they have like 6 pizzas and they're taking it to for themselves.
Yeah, we got
people to see that. I've actually heard that people were like, I don't want to get out because I have too much. So I ordered too much food. I don't want to, look like a fat ass.
There'll be like stacks I bring out, and they're like, "Hey, can you just put in the trunk?" They'll pop up in the trunk, and I'll just sit in there. All right, you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, you know that you guys used to have bags. Do you remember that,
Yeah.
Tony? Like you didn't have boxes. Why did you go from? And I was just telling Braden and Kennedy and Andy that because you used to just have it on like a cardboard. You insert it into this bag, and it was like almost like it's like a pop.
Mhm.
Like it was all full of air, and it was stapled.
Mhm.
But I guess you can't stack those.
You
So
can't stack- that was the
but
whole
that-
thing.
it happened. Like you did that for years, right?
But that was the only thing that there was at that time.
Okay.
And then as time got, where we can have boxes, then we switched the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it needed to be because the pizzas, you can't stack them.
Right.
It'd just be greasy and stuck on each other. And
Yeah.
paper.
And even with those boxes too, like back then, we had to put those. Remember the little tables we had
Remember the little plastic that we used to put inside the middle?
right in the
So
middle? Because the box was
Oh,
too
yeah, yeah.
flimsy.
It's supposed to hold it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
Did it work?
It
it
yeah,
worked.
It worked.
There's been
Okay.
times where we had to put 2 by each other,
Mhm.
make it more
If they
sturdy.
had like 10
Right.
pizzas or something. we
Yeah.
had to
Okay.
Add more to them.
Right. I'm just sitting here thinking, Julian, did I even introduce you as we were going around? Did you say your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did.
I was sitting here thinking, like, did I leave him out?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
You're all good.
Good. Okay. Let's see. What else? So yeah, I think you got the best pizza award in St. Louis, and you're not even in St. Louis.
Mm-mm.
What are some challenges that you guys have in the business?
Challenges.
I don't know.
I think to be honest with you, our challenge is, you hear people make an order and they're like, hey, can I get a sausage pepperoni for the 2 large 2 topping deal? And then can I get a Canadian bacon mushroom and add black olives to it on one half? And you're like, that's not part of the deal. Well, Papa John's does that, or Domino's does that, and they have their own ways of doing stuff, promoting their stuff because it's commercial. For us, we're just mom and pop shop.
Mm-hmm.
And so to kind of keep up with the Jones, so to speak, it's kind of hard because those franchises really like screw us over on that kind of stuff because they're doing everything for the public, which they should. But for us, we can't make those adjustments, right? So that's one of those things that I feel like I noticed throughout the years of working there that people were like, well, Pizza Hut does that. why don't you guys do that? Well, that's commercial, you know.
No, Pizza Hut sucks. Okay, I can say that, you guys can't. But okay, but let's talk. Okay, let's get into the competition then. Okay, let's just talk about. Okay, so there's emos.
Mhm.
Okay, Domino's. Well, let's just go down. Like, what do you guys think about the competition? Like Pantera's. I do like Pantera's. I'm gonna say that. I think they've got some good red sauce. But you got to go all the way to Edwardsville for that. Yeah.
In Bethalto, I don't think there's really any competition.
Yeah,
I've never tried Pantera's.
Yeah.
Never tried Pantera's. Have you ever tried any other pizzas?
I tried Pizza Hut once.
What'd you think?
It was all right.
I tried Dewey's in Edwardsville. That wasn't bad. I've had it one time.
Did they take your pictures and stuff? Like when you're walking in there, they're like the paparazzis are looking around.
No.
No.
I don't think they knew who I was.
I have tried their it's like a taco pizza and a buffalo chicken pizza, but it is nothing compares.
But it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different, but not good.
I think everybody makes a pizza. Everybody has their own way of making it. You know,
Yeah.
We have our style. They have their style. And
Everybody's got their own version.
It's a preference.
So what is your favorite pizza?
From Roma's?
Yes, from Roma's. Kennedy wanted me to ask you this question.
Oh, man. Honestly, the Tony.
The Tony's?
The Tony
That's
special.
Braden's favorite.
Yeah,
No tomatoes.
I like it because it's got all the best, it's got jalapeno, it's got sausage, it's got bacon, onion, pepperoni. What else am I forgetting? Tomatoes. Yeah.
See, Frank told me one time that pepperoni was not good for you. And I'm thinking, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
But I'm still eating it.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can't talk me out of it.
Right.
Not even Frank himself. Okay, there was some Wood River drama about pizza. Did you guys see that on Facebook?
No.
Okay, I'm going to bring this up, and who knows what's going to happen here. But there was these people that started a pizza place down in Wood River, and I guess they came from St. Louis, and they made a couple comments. Oh, I think there was some food truck drama like down there, like they were going to have food trucks and stuff, and they didn't like it because they were going to shut the street down. I don't know all the details about this, but they were going to shut the street down and they were going to be open a certain time. They didn't like it. But what I got out of it, they did make this comment. I read their article and they made this comment that there wasn't really much competition or something, like there wasn't a lot of good pizza in the area. And I thought, okay, those are fighting words. Okay. To me, like you don't come to Bethalto or come in this area and say there's no good pizza around, because that is fighting words, which that leads me to another joke here. Do you know what Italians say when they want to fight?
Oh, jeez.
You want to pizza me?
Wow.
I know. Oh, you guys are good sports.
Oh, yeah.
And I literally just came up. I had Andy pull a couple Italian jokes right before you guys came. Okay. So anyway.
Uncle Frank is listening now. You know it?
Yeah. Frank's probably like, he's back at home going, I am so glad I didn't do that.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So what else? What else should we talk about?
Well, you were just talking about competition.
Yeah.
You should tell me about that story about, what was it? That pizza place that came in Bethalto back in the day. And they said they can...
Sarge's Pizza?
Sarge's?
Mm-hmm. It's where Tom Lane, the State Farm.
Okay.
It used to be a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to Tom Lane. He's getting some
Tom
extra
Lane,
marketing. State Farm
agent.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Like a good agent.
Real good guy.
He's a
State
really
Farm
good
is there.
Thanks for the pen.
There used to be a Sarge's Pizza there.
Okay.
And I guess they were going to close up. And he put a flag up, like a white flag, saying he's surrendered.
Oh,
Yeah, he
nice.
was talking a lot of smack and saying that he was going to shut us down.
Really?
This is back then. And
What year was this?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Before Tom Lane.
yeah. Yeah.
That's probably a long time ago then, right?
But it
No,
was
he's
funny.
been here forever.
Yeah, but it was funny because like my dad said, he said he was going to shut us down. He's got the best pizza around, and I think it was like 6 months later, he just put
I
a
don't
flag
know.
up. He's like, I
White
surrender.
flag.
Yeah.
That's
And-
awesome.
It was funny. He was a good sport about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is like the worst business plan ever, to come to Bethalto and try and open up a pizza
Well,
joint.
also you got to be like, if you're going to open up a business, you have to think, kind of be humble about some stuff, right? And, the people in Wood River, we don't get a rise out of it just because it's, to me, I know what we have. We have good products, right? And when someone comes in to Bethalto with a pizza place and says that they're going to shut us down or they have better food than us, I just let it roll off my shoulder because I know what I have. I don't have to prove anything because everyone sees it,
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at the line that goes out to 140 trying to get their food. It's chaos sometimes. So I know what we have and I'm proud of what we have, and it's never going to change.
Right. Well, the people, I mean, you guys have such a cool family, and you're all back there. I did joke because I needed the org chart. I literally was going to put the easel in so I could see who all belongs to who. But, you guys, you're fun. When I go there, I always I either see Tony or Frank and chat it up with him. And, I know Braden, he went to Italy last summer, or was it last summer or the summer before this past summer, him and Kennedy, and he taught himself Italian, and then he was going up and speaking with Frank, and Frank was like, I think that Braden knows Italian better than I do.
Oh, yeah, he's really good.
He said he was really good.
Yeah.
I was just like, man.
No,
because his is like broken or something, depending on which part of Italy that you came from. I guess it's different.
Yeah.
So he was doing really good. Like every Wednesday night, they would just sit there and speak Italian.
He had his pen and paper too. I would watch him too, because he'd be like, I gotta teach this kid how to speak Italian. And I remember going up there because I was actually going home and I was gonna say goodbye to my uncle, and I just heard him talk, and I was just like, wow, this kid's better than me. And I grew up in this family. What the heck?
How he says it, how he expresses it. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
He definitely knows how to roll his R's and everything. So
yeah, I can't roll my R's.
No, me either.
So do you guys talk in Italian like when you're making pizza, or when you don't want anybody to know what you're saying? Or
yeah, it's pretty
we
much.
go back and forth. We can speak a little bit of English,
Just a little bit,
and
yeah.
Italian at the same time.
Yeah, we just.
Let's hear you guys say something in Italian.
Go ahead, Dad.
Just start talking in Italian right now. I just want to hear you guys.
Honestly, I don't want to. Not really. I don't want to. Like I said, when my grandma was alive, we did have to speak it because that's all she knew. But like, it's been 5 years.
So you guys don't even really speak it much.
Occasionally, not much.
They don't speak it.
For me, I know with my grandma, when she was alive, I would know what she would be saying to me, not knowing like the words, but like I'll know like what she's trying to address to me. It's almost like charades. You almost gotta like know what she's saying when she's trying to point out something or do something.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, yeah, you would know like, oh, okay, you want me to do this? Oh,
right.
Okay, yeah. Or hey, you want me to do this? All right, yeah.
Well, Braden's grandma Romano, she would she's no longer alive, but she would always say "fungilardo," and that meant dirty face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would always say that all the time and use her finger or her hands like that,
They all talk with their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that too. Even when I'm speaking just normal, I'm just doing it. My friends make fun of me.
It's just natural.
That's the other joke, is that can Italians still talk if they have their hands behind their back?
Oh, no.
Are you guys okay that I keep making fun of the Italians? But I love you guys.
Yeah.
And you also know that before this podcast, Andy goes, like, are you getting your hair all fixed up for a bunch of those good looking Italians in there? They're coming over. He was getting a little jealous. So, I mean,
that's funny. I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, okay. So what are you guys going to be up to now? Like, what's next? You guys have this new big building. You're growing the business. What's next? Do you set goals? Do you want it to get bigger? Are you fine with how it is?
We like to get it bigger. Like I said, we're looking into the half-baked pizzas and seeing if we can do that, and maybe even open up another pizzeria eventually.
Where would you open up?
Probably Edgersville.
Mm.
Most likely, yeah.
Somebody want to move to one of you kids moving to Edwardsville?
We'll
And
see.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And is any of the kids that are just like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be in the pizza business.
Yeah, Lynn.
Are there?
Yeah, my
Lynn?
brother Len.
Lynn.
Okay. What's he doing?
He's in Colorado.
He's an interior designer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So he moved out there and he lives there now.
Very cool.
Yeah, he occasionally comes in and helps out. I know when he was going to college in Iowa, he would stop by during the holidays. I needed to save up some money, so he would help us out and work. So, occasionally, if he's during the holidays, he'd come by. If he's bored, he'll put on a Roma shirt and just work for the heck of it. He's done that before. So,
But it's usually to be paid.
Yeah, he's not doing
Yeah.
anything for free.
Yeah,
Right.
or some food or something. He wants
Yeah.
something. So,
How many employees do you guys have?
Around 40.
yeah.
40. Wow.
Mhm.
So if you could, it was your dream, I guess, and you were growing the business, would you have Roma's Pizza in every grocery store? Would that be cool too?
It would be
That's
cool.
that's the goal.
Really?
Frozen pizza. Yeah, we're
Yes.
trying.
So make them all up and get them and start. Maybe you guys need to go on Shark Tank. That would
Maybe.
be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could tell your story. You could, get them to start, crying. and
Yeah, invest
feel
in our
sorry for you.
business.
Yeah. And then look, we are the pizza capital of the world in Bethalto, Illinois. And then, and then they're like, yeah, we want to invest.
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Cuban would just throwing money at you
Wouldn't
guys.
that be something?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But then you would have to spill your secret probably. I don't know.
Well,
To mass produce.
well, with that, we just have a whole bunch of kids.
Good idea.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did it.
let's talk about that. Are
They
you
did.
guys, gonna get married here soon and have kids and you gotta keep it in the family.
Yeah, definitely. No, I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for about 2 years, so kind of just touching the ground on that. Just maybe one day.
Yeah.
I'm more
She's not
focused-
getting the recipe though.
No.
Put that in
No.
a prenup,
Yeah.
pizza recipe.
Something. Yeah. No, but she actually did work for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I
So
met her.
you put her to work. You're like, okay, let's see what she's got.
Yeah.
Okay. And she can be a part of this family.
Yeah,
Because
that
at
was-
any given time, 11 o'clock at night, hey, we need you down there
Mhm.
making pizzas.
And she has there's been times where I'm like, hey, can you help just answering phones, take
Yeah.
care of the front? She was a waitress for us, and that's how I met her. She ended up
Fell in
leaving.
love. It was like a
Well,
work.
She ended up leaving. She works at Thermo Fisher now. So she's doing her own thing.
What's Thermal Fisher?
It's like a biochemistry place. I don't.
Oh, so
know.
she's smart. She's
Oh
really
yeah,
smart.
she's a scientist.
Oh my
she's
gosh.
a scientist 3. Oh man, it sucks. But the thing
You're a
is,
scientist too, though. You had to I make
Yeah.
this special sauce.
yeah,
Scientist.
I feel like Walter White sometimes when I'm in there, cooking stuff and just
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's kind of nice.
It's a masterpiece.
It is. It is.
Who's this guy?
God. What? But yeah,
He's got a smart girlfriend.
yeah, very smart.
Okay.
And Julian-
What about you?
Oh, I'm currently single. But eventually,
Oh, well, let's tell the viewers.
Yeah.
Julian is single and ready to mingle, right?
Heck yeah.
but eventually I'd like to be married
Okay.
one day.
And so how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Oh, yeah, you're Braden's age. You guys all
I graduated with him. Yeah.
school, yeah, together. Yeah. Okay.
Nice guy. You got a nice son.
Thank you. I hope he's well mannered.
Oh, he is.
He's a good
He
guy.
is a good kid.
I actually have a good daughter too. She's a little older, 27. But y'all kind of went to school together.
Yeah, I think she's Lynn's age, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I just had a grandbaby too. So we'll be bringing
Really?
him up to get his first Roma's Pizza here soon.
Congratulations.
Yeah, soon as
Congratulations on
Kaylee.
that.
Thank you. He was 1 September 20th, but he's only eating like purees and like eggs and stuff like that
Mhm.
and bananas. So, but when he is able, we're coming up for the first Roma's Pizza for sure.
6 months.
6 months.
You were eating pizza at 6 months.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are these? Okay, so I have a couple pictures I'm going to throw up here. These are outside of or inside Roma's Pizza. Here's the first one. What was this? The family the family's in the dough. Pizza.
Okay,
That
so
is-
that's an article about the
Which
pizza
one's
place.
that?
That's the one that the pizza place burned down.
Yeah. What pizza place burned down?
The
That
one
was
on Prairie.
Oh, it did burn down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you guys went through a fire and rebuilt?
No, we went through a fire and we was ready to go back to Sicily.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it was police officer Tony Samus put my parents in a car and took them down where the animal clinic is,
Yeah.
where the new side is.
Mm-hmm.
We was there for a year or two.
Oh my gosh. So you lived down that way
Mhm.
and he found a place for you.
Mhm.
Wow.
Because we
That's
was going to
cool.
go back. I mean, we didn't have nothing.
You were going to just go back to Sicily and
Mhm. We
hang it
lived
up.
we lived in apartments,
Yeah.
so we didn't have much.
What started the fire?
Insurance. The people that we was renting from to collect insurance money.
Oh my gosh.
So they waited until we left that night and made sure there was nobody in there.
And they set it on
And
fire?
they set it on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Because
So lucky.
a couple days before, they were taking all their big equipment out of there. You know, there's that fenced-in area behind it.
Yeah.
They were taking everything out of there.
You're so lucky that no one was there.
Mhm.
Wow. So scary.
So then, when we was in our second place, then where he lives right now,
Mm-hmm.
that was for sale. So they put a sign up in front. And the moment them people left, them realtors, my mom and dad ran out there and grabbed that sign and brought it in so nobody else could buy it. Because they were gonna
Really?
buy it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So that's and then we can live right above.
Right.
So they had it all figured out. And that's what we did. 6 people in 1,050 square foot upstairs,
6 people, 1 bathroom.
1 bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 brothers. You guys know my brothers. 2 brothers and a sister. And my mom and dad, we lived in a little bitty house that was like, really, there were 2 bedrooms, really. We used the dining room, was really like a bedroom. It was supposed to be a dining room, but instead it was a bedroom. So there were, me and my sister shared room and my brother shared room. And we had no doors on our house. No doors. You just
Wow.
walked from the living room into the next room, into the next room. My sister had this like accordion door
Mhm.
that it was like plastic or whatever. and she would like, she installed that. But that was the only like privacy. And then she would try
Wow.
to shut me out or whatever. But yeah, we grew up and didn't have a whole lot of money growing up. And the house was, gosh, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms in the whole house. So, the living room, Eric and Tim's bedroom, my sister and I, Christy, and my mom and dad's bedroom, and then the kitchen and a little utility room. That's it.
Wow.
The upstairs I only had 2 bedrooms. And then they converted a little laundry room into my parents' bedroom
Okay.
when you go up the stairs.
Yeah. But my whole point in telling you that story was that we shared 1 bathroom, all of us, 6 people, 1 bath. Now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 bathrooms, in this house. And I'm like, I don't know what I would do. But Tim, was always in there fixing his hair when the guys were using like Aquanet and stuff. I'm like, get out. We need to use the bathroom. Knocking,
Oh, wow.
Did you guys fighting over the bathroom?
Not really, because
No?
he was downstairs working all the time.
Well, there you go.
Unless somebody had to use the restroom, then we'd go upstairs real quick.
Right.
But then you better make it fast and go back downstairs.
How did you ever find a date then, eventually?
We wasn't supposed to date.
When did you get to start dating?
You really wasn't allowed to date, period.
How come? Why was it just how they were brought up or?
And they just didn't want that to happen. They just wanted us to try to find an Italian girl, if possible. So,
Italian girls.
Mhm.
Because why?
I don't know, that back in the day, they heard about American women getting divorced a lot, or American people getting divorced a lot. And it just, in their head, they just thought, no, we can't have our kids marry some American girl because then she's going to divorce him. And that was in their head.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Just having beliefs that,
it was so far-fetched. Everything was just far-fetched. But they didn't know any different.
Right.
They just assumed that was the way it is.
right. It's how they grew up.
So they try to always keep us busy and away from girls.
Oh,
Like if a friend in school would come and talk to me or something like that, my mom would already start giving me that look.
you knew what the look was.
and you're just like, listen.
You know the look.
Oh yeah.
You knew
need to
grandma's look.
go. Yeah, you just gotta go. Yeah.
And you're like, forget it.
hmm
But I bet you guys stay out of trouble.
Try to.
Not me.
No, are you the troublemaker, Angelo?
I was fine. I didn't want to cross my grandma. She was
She was serious.
very serious.
Yeah,
Oh, she let you know too.
Yeah.
right.
She had those eyes.
What were they like as like, a couple? Were they like in love? Were they?
My mom and dad?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, yeah, they were in love. I think my dad was in love. My mom.
Was she tough? She was tough on him.
She was tough on everybody.
Right.
That's just the way she was, though.
Yeah. But my grandma was like that too. My grandpa was real sweet. And even when she passed away, my mom would say, John, why'd you let her talk to you like that? Why is she always yelling at you, and everything? And he said, I loved her too much to argue with her. And I just always thought that was like the sweetest thing. I wish Andy would just always not argue with me. Anyway, what else do we need to talk about?
Well, I would say with my grandma, she like with the business, she may have been tough with people, but she kept the place tight and she kept it neat and sustainable, and I mean, with the employees, everything, and she took care of it, that was her pride and joy.
That's right.
She lived a lot, everything that she put into,
She didn't even want a day off.
No,
She
every
was
day.
mad whenever we start closing on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, they were, well, both of them was, but it was mostly my mom. They were mad that we start closing on Monday.
Do you think she ever got to really enjoy life?
Roma's was her life.
Right.
That was it.
Pride and joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted that to be open all the time so she can see everybody and see
Oh,
all the workers and see us and see, she just loved that.
right.
It's her passion. She
Yeah.
loved it,
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's really important. I talk about, whether you have to learn your passion or find your passion, but it makes the work not even work. If you're doing what you love every day, then you won't work a day in your life.
No, she kept herself busy, even though she didn't feel good or whatever, but she would always come in regardless, even if she had to walk, which sometimes she did, but whenever it was time for her to go home, we had somebody to drive her.
Mm-hmm.
But in the daytime, if it was nice weather, she'd like to walk.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah, people would be like, "Hey, I see your grandma walking.
yeah.
Don't you want to pick her up?" I'm like, I didn't know she was even walking.
Like-
she wouldn't call us. She would just do her own thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the reason why, she was so. I think she was so attached to Romas was that back in Italy she didn't have a lot, and this was her opportunity to, feel what getting money and everything like that. She was just like, I don't want to give this up.
Right.
I feel like she was just more attached to that.
Mhm.
She never had that when she was a kid. Now she has it. She's like, I don't want to let that go.
Do you think that she thought if I just take a day off or if I just let it go for a second, she would be losing something or afraid that maybe, it wouldn't be as successful or something?
No,
Or does she just miss the people?
she just liked to be up there.
Yeah.
She did. That was her whole thing. She didn't drive. She didn't know how to drive. She didn't want a license.
Never got a license.
No.
No, she just had us run errands or get whatever for her. But,
Mhm.
she didn't want.
She just stayed in the pizza place.
Or she'd walk. One time
Oh.
she walked to, I think Dairy Queen. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, and some lady in there.
And for the viewers, that's about, I don't know, a mile, couple miles, mile and a half.
No, I don't think it's a mile, but
It's far.
It's a
It's
walk.
far.
Yeah.
It's a walk.
It's a walk.
But she walked to there and she got her ice cream, and there was, I guess, a customer that knew of her and was like, and seeing that she walked in and walked there, and kept on telling her, let me take you back. And my mom understood that. And mom was like, no, it's okay, I can walk. And the lady starts insisting and then starts crying. And my mom was just like, I don't know what to do here. So she's like, okay. And
Take me back.
in her head, my mom, when she was telling her, she was like, I bet this lady's going to take me somewhere and kill me.
Yeah, no kidding.
And we start laughing about it. But
There's no cell phones probably back then, or maybe
no,
she didn't have a
no.
cell phone probably.
There was other times where she'd walk across the street and go to Farm Fresh.
Yeah.
And then I'd have friends of mine to call me and tell me, hey, your mom just walked across the highway, the Farm Fresh. I was just like, okay, you want me to get her? And I was just like, she's not a pet. She can walk. She's
Right.
a human being.
Yeah.
it's okay. you
Right.
know? But everybody was always
They were
looking
worried
at-
about
yeah,
her,
and they
looking
were-
for, like,
yes.
making sure everything was okay.
And that's why we believe that, Bethalto has really good people.
Mhm.
And our customers are friends, and became
Right.
basically relatives of ours because we didn't have nobody.
Right.
And this town took us in, and we just love this place.
Aw.
I mean, we got good customers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I love Bethalto, and that's why I've been, I have a house out here, and everybody says, Melissa, it's 6 minutes from Bethalto. And I said, I get it, but it's like the country and to me.
Mhm.
And I said, and there's just, when I was talking to my brother about this, and he said, it's a feeling, of being from a small town that everyone kind of knows everyone.
Mhm.
And your church is there, Roma's is there. You got Locks uptown, you've got, somewhere to work out,
Right.
close by. Like everything's convenient. And then I said, heck, I forgot that there was even football games. Like Braden played football his whole life. And I'm like driving through town, like, oh, there's a football game Friday
Yeah,
night.
game
Like,
tonight.
how did I forget Eagles football? Like I'm a diehard football fan or
Right.
homecoming. And there's just so many cool things about, just seeing people walk their dogs and seeing somebody uptown. I always, I used to joke with somebody, an old friend of mine would say, oh, did you see Gary Bruning? Oh, did you see him uptown? Like everyone knows Gary Bruning,
Mhm.
but like if you weren't from Bethalto, you wouldn't know what we're talking about, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I'm thinking about building a home back in Bethalto because I miss the town.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Bethalto address, and Andy's like, Melissa, this is Fosterburg Township. Because I always say, I'm going to run for mayor. You can't run for mayor because you're not from Bethalto. And I'm like, this says Bethalto, Illinois. And he's like, yeah, but you're in Fosterburg.
Yeah.
Is that true? I
It
guess
is.
I'm in
Yeah.
Fosterburg Township.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going back to Bethalto because what if I want to be mayor someday?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would
be you.
You would vote for me?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I asked Alan once about being mayor, and he's like, yeah, you can be mayor and all the headaches that go along with it or something.
Probably.
But I mean, when I retire, it could be fun.
Try it.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Babcock's a state rep, right?
Mhm.
And
Nice guy.
yeah, he's
He's
super
nice.
nice. He's at our church. Well, we've been going to First Baptist here and there too, and he goes there. He's a really great guy.
Real nice.
Really nice
Which
guy.
Braden was always like, how cool of a name is that? Mike Babcock. Like, like vote for me.
Yeah.
That does sound cool. I don't know. I'm not very politically correct, even though I ended up in politics a little bit with government affairs
Mhm.
and advocating for people with disabilities. And I worked on some legislation, but I have no idea how I ever did that because I'm not the most politically correct person.
Neither am I.
And I don't really like to play the politics. Yeah. So but I could run for congresswoman or something someday,
Good.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
Go
it.
for it.
Or just mayor of Bethalto.
That'd be awesome.
Let's
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Start
Okay.
there.
And you guys will start putting signs in Romas, right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
you guys, you put a sign up for Tommy Carlos too. And I just want to say thank you for that too, because a lot of the, small businesses, they were like, oh, we don't put signs up. And I went to you guys and you guys were like, put it up there in the front door. Like put it right up there, smack it and, tape it up there in the front, which I thought it was great that you guys, support other, artists, local artists
Yeah,
and other
absolutely.
local businesses and things. I mean,
we like to help and
Yeah.
support and promote, whether it was, business or person or whoever it is,
Music. Yeah.
whatever
Right.
it is, we'll put it up.
yeah, I think it's great.
And there's plenty of people walking through those doors anyway. They're going to see it. So
Yeah.
it helps
Right.
them out. So
Yeah. And I told Tommy, if they don't want to put your poster up, they're dead to us. Like we just won't even go there anymore. Not you guys. I meant other businesses.
Right, right,
No.
I'm like, man.
I totally didn't mean that about you guys. Okay, so what else do I have here? I have a couple more pictures. What is this? You guys were in the Telegraph.
Yeah. That's
It says high profile, a little piece of Italy.
so that was what year was that? That was when
I can't even see it.
Well, it's when you first go in. Here, I'll show it to you. It's when you first go in to the
with all of us.
when you enter the front door.
Remember that? When
You don't
we took
remember that?
picture?
Mhm.
What was that for?
He's like, I've been in the Telegraph so many times and
Well,
St.
yeah.
Louis Business Journal and
I think
whatever.
that was after one of the best pizzas.
Was it?
Okay.
I think it was one of.
I was a kid. I was.
You don't really,
Little.
it's black and white. Okay, here, raising some dough. That's what I'm talking about right
Yeah.
there. You were in the Telegraph for that too.
Yeah, we had a big order for that one.
That one there was Johnny,
Yeah,
little boy that had cancer in
Oh.
during the
Jerseyville.
holidays.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, his mom kept on posting some stuff every day of how he was doing and stuff, and everybody got to see that, day by day, and it got really big. So we decided to do a fundraiser for him.
Oh,
It
cool.
was supposed to be a one-day event. We ended up having to do 2 days,
It was so big.
and we started like around 10 o'clock in the morning before we was even open, and the door never closed until we closed that night. And so our employees came and they worked without even taking breaks or whatever. They
I
were
didn't
there
sit
with-
down.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was
So
crazy.
at the end of the night, we cooked for them, and they all sat
Oh.
down and ate with us and stuff like that. But it was really good because that fundraiser, that was the most money we ever raised for one particular person.
Wow. Do you remember what you raised? How much?
I think it was with the donations and everybody that gave. I think it was like somewhere around 15 or 16,000.
Wow. That is so great that you guys do all of that. I'm gonna look here at this last one. Oh, this is 50.
Yeah.
Was this like your 50th anniversary? It says your story.
Yep, this year is our 50th.
Okay. And there's a bunch of different pictures on here, and it said Roma's Pizza. Look at the left-hand corner of this.
Romas?
It says Roma's Pizza. And I told Andy, I even made a note here. I'm like, Ramas. And I was like, was the Roma's Pizza back
No.
when and it changed to Roma's? Or was that a typo?
I didn't typo.
Yeah, do you see it
I
right
didn't
there?
notice that.
Look, Roma's. Ramas.
Oh, that's the old sign. That's that the white and black one.
Yeah, here, Tony. Check it out.
Yeah, right here. That one.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said it said Roma's Pizza. I was like,
That's so
oh,
much-
maybe
was
they
that
didn't
one-
like Roma's. They changed it around. Now it's Roma's.
Where was that one at? Was that it over there at?
I think that was a paper clipping
Oh, really?
from back in the day.
In the
Hmm.
newspaper?
I think that's what that was.
Oh,
I don't know. Well,
I
I'm
don't
glad
know.
that it was never Roma's and it's
No,
Roma's.
it's Romas.
So everyone knows it's Roma's Pizza. What do you guys want to be known for?
Having the best pizza in the world.
Done. It's already done.
I don't know.
What about personally?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hmm.
What's most important to you guys?
Family.
Yeah,
That's what it comes down to.
we're Italian. We love our family. That's
Just being there for each other and having each other's back.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Great.
spend time with friends and stuff, but mostly we spend a lot of time with our family.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I feel very honored that you guys even came here tonight. I know how
Yeah.
busy you
Yeah.
guys are.
No, yeah.
And
Anytime.
this is like one of the most fun podcasts that I've ever been on.
Thank you
It's-
for having us.
Yeah, I love,
Yeah.
I love
Enjoyed
it.
it.
It's an honor to
This
have
is
us
awesome.
on
We
here.
need to do it again.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it whenever you want.
Let's do it every month,
Every month, once a month.
once a month.
All right, come in. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Pasta,
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down for it.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
down for
It's
it,
free
too.
marketing, and maybe we could put challenges out. Like
Oh,
we could do
yeah.
like live events or something.
That'd be fun.
Maybe like if you call in now, I don't know, donate to something,
Mhm.
and then you can get a free pizza or
Free
something.
pizza, 10% off. Whatever. Yeah.
Coupons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We could
down
do
for
it.
that.
I'm down with it. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Tony's like, forget it. I'm out after this one.
I'll do it.
But
I enjoyed it. This is
Angelo and
fun.
I are going to have a podcast together. Maybe
Let's
I
do
need,
it.
I'm looking for a co-host. So
Right here.
maybe I thought I was going to have a co-host.
Mhm.
And then Kaylee was like, Mom, do this yourself. Okay. But I think it's fun to have somebody kind of bounce things off of.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's how I look at it. It's just like, it's nice to do it by yourself occasionally, but it's always nice to have that balance,
Right.
And I feel like that's what we're all here. We always do that with each other.
Right.
Working wise, we always have that balance, right?
You complete each other's sentences.
You'd be the sidekick.
Oh, I'm the psychic. I'm Robin, and you're Batman.
She's Batman.
Oh,
I'm Batman.
She's Batman.
I'm
Batman.
You're the
Okay.
Robin.
And you're Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It could work. We could be Tonto and the Lone Ranger,
Let's do it.
or Captain and Tennille.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my sister and I said that we actually started the first podcast probably years ago, because when I was like really little, she's got these cassette tapes where she would act like she was like Tonto and I'd be the Lone Ranger, or Captain and Tennille, or Donnie and Marie Osmond. I mean, I'm not kidding. And she was interviewing me. She was probably like 14 or so. We're 7 years apart. So I was like 7. And she's like putting the microphone in my face. And we had the tape cassette recorder. You got to press record and play at the same time. And so she has all of these like in a vault. And we also used to play like all of our old 45s and stuff. But I said, it was almost like I had my own podcast back then, or she was the host, maybe, of the podcast. Maybe I should try and get my sister on here.
Do it.
sometime.
Yeah, that'd be
We
good.
could do it. But I want to hear the old like cassette tapes. I think that would be really funny.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But I do think that maybe I do need a co-host, but we could co-host a couple things together.
Yeah. Just let me
Figure it
know.
out. Yeah.
You got my number?
Think about an agenda.
Okay.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, stay tuned, because, I could have a co-host next time, right?
It's me.
If you want to hear from Angelo, please, comment below,
Yeah.
and it could be a thing. So,
Be a thing.
yeah. So how do people, let's talk about the end here. Let's wrap it up. We're getting here. We're over an hour, right? So let's talk about, people want to know where you are. Where are you located?
Bethalto, Illinois.
Bethalto, Illinois. You can just go down 140.
140.
And you can like them on Facebook. They have a Facebook account.
You want the address?
Sure. Throw out the address.
121 East Bethalto Drive.
618-377-5800. And just order your pizza. Don't move it. Don't burn it. It's the best.
Don't order on Mondays because it won't be there.
Right. They will not be there on Mondays.
Won't be there.
And Angelo might be here on Mondays.
Might be here. Just place an order. I'll take it on my phone. You want my number?
I'll start taking pizza orders as well.
Yeah.
Andy will start taking pizza orders, side gig.
Oh my gosh, that'd be chaos. That Tuesday morning.
Right. Well, he's a cop. He actually could, benefit from a side gig.
There you go.
He could deliver cop pizzas to Caseyville. That could be fun.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not from Caseyville, but
That's
he's
where
a
he's at,
cop in
over there.
Caseyville. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can get my whole family involved. Hey, how about I'll just join the Pizzos.
There you go.
There you
go.
Okay,
Got you.
like
There you
I'm
go.
Melissa
There you
Pizzo
go.
now. my ex-husband would probably be glad to get rid of his last name anyway. So I'll just be a Pizzo from now on. If you see me out, I'm Melissa Pizzo. I'll be making pizzas. I think you guys are having fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is fun. I mean, that's the thing. It's like every day go in there, make pizzas. It's just, you would think it'd get old after a while, but it doesn't. Like it's I don't know. It's just a different feeling.
So
right?
never selling. No matter
No.
somebody
No.
comes in, they're like, you know what? I'm going to give you $50 million for this business.
My grandma would kill me. She would like,
She would
Yeah.
roll over.
she would
like
freak
being
out.
there. We
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
being there and seeing our customers. Our
Yeah.
customers are the best.
hmm
And thank them.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a nice community, just nice people.
I agree.
Nice village. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Everybody should want to live in Bethalto.
Oh, absolutely.
No, but we don't want, it's like a good secret. It's like Switzerland. Bethalto's like Switzerland. Like, we don't want everybody coming here. 'Cause then
Right.
it would be bad.
Right. It'd be just chaos because it'd be
Right.
too many people, right?
Right. So we keep it on the down low of how cool it is. I said it. We don't have forest fires. We don't have, hurricanes. Everything's just peaceful.
Yeah. Occasionally it rains. Rains
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
does rain. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it's pretty nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys on Instagram or anything else?
We're on Instagram. We're on
Okay.
Facebook. Just Romas Pizza.
Okay.
Bethalto.
Romas Pizza and Bethalto.
Yep.
Yep.
Follow you guys on Facebook, Instagram, wherever.
Yep.
And if you like what you're hearing today, follow me on See the Unseen podcast. I'm on YouTube. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of those things. So I just want to thank everybody for listening, and anything you guys want to say to wrap us up.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
so
being
much.
here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was,
was
fun.
nice.
It was a good time having this podcast with you.
All right.
That's
Well,
good.
great. Well, we'll do it again.
Absolutely.
All right.
And
Okay.
I want to thank my customers.
Thank you.
Customers in the community. Thank you guys.
We
Thank-
love you.
Thank you guys. And we'll talk to you later.
See ya. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.